Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Haze here, and this video I'll be bringing to y'all today is me going through my different cymbal setups that I will use, whether I'm playing gospel, whether I'm playing country, rock, jazz, whatever I'm playing, I have a different setup for it. So I'm very interested to share with y'all my cymbal arsenal and the different combinations I like to put together for the different styles of music.
The drummer Haze, can we get some light on Haze up here? Oh man, yo. We was banging those drums.
Yo, so this right here, this setup is my setup if I was to play gospel, and honestly, if I was to play smooth jazz, I could use the same setup. So we're going with 18-inch HHX Ozone Evolution for my effect cymbal. And then we're going with my main crash as a 19-inch HHX Evolution Crash. Brilliant. All brilliant finishes for, my HHXs, because I love the HHX Brilliant Evolution series. And then we're doing a 10-inch HHX Evolution Brilliant Splash. And I'll stay here on the left side. I'm having my 14-inch HHX Anthology High Bell hi-hats. They have a extremely amazing click and very, very great articulation, and I like using these because I can do like a lot of double strokes and different hi-hat patterns on these. For my ride cymbal, we're going with the HH Raw Bell Dry Ride, extremely pingy, which y'all will hear in a second. And then I'm going with the 18-inch HHX Legacy Crash. All right, that's my side crash, my secondary crash. And then here, my stack, we have a 16-inch HHX Evolution Ozone over top of a 12-inch Holy China. So we're going to get into how these cymbals sound, how this setup sounds. I tuned my 10 and my 12 up just a tad bit for this. And I've also changed my snare to my DW Collector's Maple Mahogany 14 by 5.5 inch snare. And I still have my deep snare over here, 14 by 7 top edge Maple Mahogany DW Collector's series snare. Yo, so what's good? I actually didn't record this setup while I was doing the video, but I'm now editing the video, so I figured I'd just go ahead and explain this setup to y'all. So this is the setup I would use if I'm playing country. I love country music, and a lot of the country music that I've heard and that I've listened to had these sort of tones to them. So I'm using a 14-inch snare, just my 12-inch rack tom and my 16-inch floor tom. And the cymbals that I'm using here is the Sabian Stratus 20-inch Crash as my main, the Sabian 18-inch Zero Crash on my side. I'm using 15-inch HHX Complex Big Cup hi-hats, and I'm playing a 10-inch HHX Splash. I'm playing a 22-inch Anthology low bell ride cymbal. And I'm also playing a 20-inch Artisan Natural Finish Crash. And I'm also playing an 18-inch Stratus Chinese cymbal. Alright, so that's my setup for this one. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to record this video of the setup, but here's how the kit sounds. So here we have my alternate smooth jazz setup, where I'm playing sort of a more high medium tone snare. Still have the drums tuned the same, but I switched my cymbal setup. So I'm still running with the 18-inch HHX Evolution Ozone Brilliant, but I switched my hi-hats. So these are the 14-inch Brilliant click hats. Okay, the HHX click hats, Brilliant, 14-inch that I'm using. And then I'll be using, is this a 19 or 18? I'll be using my 19-inch HHX Extreme Brilliant Crash. Here's how that one sounds. Very warm, and it has a nice sustain that'll fit well and actually blend and not overpower the music. And this splash combo is a 10-inch and an 8-inch HHX Brilliant Evolution Splash. So the 10 is on the bottom, sitting regular, but I flipped an 8-inch over top just to catch like horn lines and different things like that that are happening in smooth jazz music most of the times. I have my 21-inch HHX 3-point ride, because you can get a lot of different tones out of this one. You can crash on it, but the crash is like a dry crash more so, and it still has a very articulate bell. And when you do your diddles or your strokes on the ride, they still come out pretty clear. And then my second crash, I'm using an 18-inch HHX Legacy Crash, the same crash that I use for the gospel higher tone cymbals. And I'm still running this same stack, which is the 16-inch HHX Ozone Evolution Brilliant on top and 12-inch Holy China flipped on the bottom. Let's see how all of these things sound together. So now we're getting into the area that I'm not an expert at, but I've spent a little time in, and that is what I would use for playing jazz and maybe, New Orleans style of drumming, which will be my 16-inch AA Apollo hats. I love these things. They're just super, super dry, and they look rustic, and I love that about them. And then I'll use my 20-inch Stratus Crash cymbal. This is the newest line by Sabian, just released not too long ago, called the Stratus series. And this is a 20-inch Stratus Crash. And actually, here on my Crash and here on my Ride, I'm using a product called the Jingles by X Percussion, actually. So it's like rivets, you know what I mean? So there's a small line of rivets, if y'all can see it there, a small line of rivets, and then you have a medium line of rivets with a tambourine at the end, which makes for an amazing sound. And then these are like larger rivets that would normally go here, but obviously I took them off of here and put them on the ride cymbal for this. And I'll let y'all hear this alone. Sounds amazing. And yeah, I am using splash cymbals just for if there are any accents in the jazz music. Normally horn lines, maybe like bum, 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 or something like that. So I'll hear it's, you know what I mean? Something like that. And these are still the 10-inch HHX Evolution Splash and the 8-inch HHX Evolution Splash, just for two different tones, something that I would like to use. And then I have which has become my favorite ride cymbal from Sabian, actually, which is the 21-inch HHX Fierce Ride. Extremely dry and sounds amazing. The bell on it sounds amazing. When you crash, it sounds amazing. And when you just use the bow of the ride cymbal, it sounds ridiculously amazing. And then I have my HHX Legacy 18-inch Crash right here, just for a more explosive sound. It's a smaller cymbal, and it's just a more explosive sound than the rest of what's on here. So yeah, let's get into how I would play maybe like a slow blues, and see if I could touch up on some of that New Orleans style playing. So as y'all can see, I decided to have a little bit of fun here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stack combinations right here that I'm about to have a little fun with. So right here I have my, what is this? The 16-inch HHX Evolution Ozone on top, and then a 16-inch complex arrow cymbal on the bottom. And now here as my main, where my main crash would be, I have an 18-inch HHX Ozone Evolution crash right here with a 17-inch AAX Holy China on bottom, I believe. I'll have all of this typed down below so that y'all can see. And then I have a 10-inch Aero Splash over top of a 10-inch HHX Evolution Splash. And then here I have a 12-inch Aero Splash over top of a 12-inch Holy China. And here I have an 8-inch Aero Splash with a 7-inch HHX Evolution on top. And then I have my 18-inch Complex Aero Crash over top of my 18-inch Stratus Zero cymbal. All Sabian. Let's have some fun. So you see that I have a bunch of different cymbal combinations that I like to use, and hopefully some of y'all can take something away from this. Maybe it'll change the way that y'all hear this style of music, and maybe y'all will want to play the cymbal setups that I'm using in this video. Big shouts out to Sabian Cymbals, who allow me to change my sound up whenever I need to. Big shouts out to DW Drums. Big shouts out to Remo Drumheads, and big shouts out to Vader Drumsticks and to Simpad. I am an endorser of all of these companies, and they keep me supported. They keep me going. They provide me with the gear that I need to make these videos for y'all. So if y'all wouldn't mind, please subscribe, like, leave a comment below and share this video with your mama, with your sister, with your brother, with your neighbor, with your auntie, with whoever you would love to share this video with. I would appreciate it. Y'all keep me going, and thank y'all for getting me to over 8,000 followers here on YouTube. I'll continue to produce content and put it out for y'all as long as y'all continue to support me. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.